Okay. Okay. Just gotta make sure it's all good. Start it. I've never been to a funeral that I didn't enjoy. This is until very recently, and I wasn't quite sure how to feel. It was a beautiful service, and one they certainly deserved. If only it had come later in their lifetime, and maybe it could have been prevented. There wasn't a murder in my city. That's what everyone's been saying, anyways. The Blackwood Butcher. That's what they call them, at least. It was hard not to overhear the rumors people said about them. I heard they strike at night. I heard they only target one person at a time and don't stop until they're dead. I heard it's a ghost, blindly seeking revenge. I didn't believe any of that. At least not at first. But my parents did. And because of that, they didn't like me going off to the cemetery alone, staying until it closed, walking home by myself in the dark. Even though it was only across the street, these rumors had made them afraid for my safety. Do you really believe they're real? I asked my father. I do, he answered. Are you really worried for them? Or for me? Mother did not say anything. But that is to be expected. They thought I was a perfect target. But I still didn't believe in it. Still, they were worried about me. So they sent me off to live with my aunt, uncle, and cousin. They didn't live far. At least not anymore. They moved from their fancy home in gorgeous, wherever that is, to a small little cabin in the woods. I never understood why. But I never really asked about it either. My parents felt I would be safer with them. I didn't want to leave. But every day I stayed only seemed to stress them out more. So I went, to make them feel better. For the first few weeks, everything was fine. I barely left the house, barely went to town anymore. And when I did, I was always with someone, taking all precautions to avoid being a victim of the butcher. But I still thought it was only a rumor, even if the number of deaths in our community increased. I never thought I or someone I knew would be a victim. Then, that thing happened to those two. And for the first time, I was worried. Shortly after that, my own parents disappeared. They weren't in the diner, nor could I contact them. Even the authorities couldn't figure it out. No one had seen them. It was as if they had suddenly vanished, as if they were killed off. I don't like to think about that possibility. Actually, well, there was also the other thing that's happened. Maybe I should have told the authorities about it, or anyone for that matter. But I was too afraid of what might happen if I did. Unknown number. What does that mean? I knew I'd fall asleep if I sat down. It's still raining outside. It wasn't supposed to rain today. The light's on outside. It's Croven out there. I better go check. That's his name, Crovin. I can see that it's raining, Mary. I finished dinner. Come inside. It's spaghetti. I used your favorite sauce, too. Okay, I'll be inside in a second. Let me put this out. Yeah, spaghetti. All the food is cold. Oh. 7. I fell asleep. I just wanted to take a seat in the living room, but it's fine. I'm not complaining. Other than that, we didn't say much, and dinner was quiet. Cleaned up most of it, but Crovin helped a little bit. After that, he went to go sit in the living room. Once I finished cleaning the kitchen up, I joined him, like usual. Normally after dinner, when Crovin and I sit here together, we do something fun. We play a game on our phones together, or we get out a board game, or we play cards. Talk about our days, if something exciting happened. But that's when Aunt and Uncle were still. Crovin's been pretty bad mood since. It's not as if I can blame him. I want to talk to him, but I don't really know if he's much in the mood to talk. What should I do? Attempt a conversation. Go, do you want to talk about it? There's nothing to talk about. I still got my old therapist number, you know? Crovin? Ain't there a reason she's your old one? I know. But she was good at this kind of stuff. And I've been thinking that, maybe. Shut up, Mary. Just shut up already. Can't I be bitter over it? Why are you trying so hard to rush me into therapy, huh? Though you knew about this shit better than anyone, but here you are. I'm not going to be upset, I'm not going to stop being upset just because you miss me being all happy smileys as shit. Can't you just stop trying to fucking talk to me about it? I'll get over it when I get over it. Maybe get your own life, and then you'll stop worrying so much about mine. Sorry. I think I ended up making Crovin more agitated, trying to talk to him. Oh well, hey, you tried. After a few moments of awkward sitting, I went upstairs and headed to my bedroom. I didn't want to make Crovin angrier than I already had. I brushed my teeth and got changed to my pajamas. I stretched out on what you could consider my bed. The room I have in the cabin is nice. It's not like my room back in my actual home, but I've stayed here so long, I've been able to decorate it a bit more like my liking. It's a pleasant room to stay in, even if it's not quite home. Of course, I don't normally sleep right away. I usually read a book, or watch a movie on my laptop, or lie awake thinking of every embarrassing thing that's happened in my life. But as of recent, I picked up a different nighttime ritual. One that's nowhere near as pleasant. The text messages I had received the days following my parents' disappearance. It was from a number I didn't recognize. Your parents are safe, it said. I know I should have done something smart. I should have told someone. But instead, I texted the number back, and they responded to me. I noticed that other than the first message, they usually don't reach out to me. It's me who keeps texting them, hoping to find out what's happening behind all this. Are you still awake? I'm awake whenever you want to talk. parents still okay? Yes. And keeping a careful eye on them. How can I be so sure you even have them? What if you're just trying to prank me? Why would I do that? Because I'm hoping it's a prank. I'm sorry, it's not a prank. I can promise that it's all real. How did you even get my number? Your parents gave it to me. Why would they do that? Because they care about you. You must be lying. My parents wouldn't do something like that. I'm sorry you don't know your parents as well as you think you do. What does that mean? Seriously, you freak me out. I just want my parents back. Please, don't drag this out. I just want them back home. You should get some rest. It's late, isn't it? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't like to text for too long. Until then, goodbye. Goodbye. Weird. It suggested I get some rest. But how do they expect me to do that? I'd never felt more restless in my life. Even asleep. I knew I wouldn't rest. When I woke up the next morning, Corbin had already left for the day. But that wasn't a surprise. He's been staying out late and leaving super early ever since the incident. What is the incident? I think being home bothers him. I'm not surprised. Whenever I pass the diner, I too feel like not being there. It's not the same without mom and dad after all. Despite this cabin being out in the middle of the woods, it really isn't all that hard to get back to Blackwood. I wonder what the incident was. Outside of our cabin is a faint dirt trail. It's a bit twisty at some parts, but isn't too confusing. Takes about 15 minutes to walk down, but maybe 10 if you're fast. At the end of the trail there's a fence. One with a slight gap in it, and past the fence there's a little community. It isn't big. A few trailers on trailer park, with a few people living all the way out here. Far from anything that's, well, anything. But there's a road here, and a bus that comes through, runs through Blackwood. So whenever we need to leave, we take this bus. And then after the end of a short trip, you're in Blackwood. It's the city I grew up in, and I always really loved it. There's a library and the local stores, but my most favorite place to be is the Blackwood Cemetery, of course. It's got lots of trees to read under, and the prettiest headstones I've ever seen. Oh, there's one of these, too. No, they've never been inside. It's a private mausoleum, you know? I don't know who it belongs to. Anyways, I always try to leave flowers when I visit, at least every so often. And I visit a lot. I like to think it helps them, not feel lonely. That's fair. And then after having spent my day in Blackwood, I come back home to say the same way I left. But I always make sure no one sees the way I come back home. Just in case, Oh yeah, the butcher. He's out there. Despite the recent events, I too leave the cabin more than ever now. Corbin is very rarely home, and I don't like being alone there. I know I'm just being paranoid, but I don't like the thought that maybe the butcher could find me here all alone. Even if that's the whole reason I'm here in the first place. So I go out a lot now. I feel more comfortable surrounded by a lot of people. That's fair. Despite how things may seem, I always prefer to be around people anyways. That's one reason why I like to go to the cemetery so often. That's fair. There's a lot of people there, yeah. Even if you can't see them. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. Cover's gone, and the bus I take out into town should be arriving any minute now. Where should I go today? To the library. I decided to go to the library. Yeah. Nothing quite like a good book. My favorite kind of books are mysteries. Not necessarily murder mysteries, but mysteries in general. In fact, I kind of prefer it when the mysteries don't involve anyone dying. That's fair. There's a lot less tension, you know. But maybe I'm just too soft. I also quite enjoy manga, especially the, oh my god, Shoto kind. I feel almost embarrassed to like them, but I find they're cute and nice. And I like seeing characters fall in love. Yeah, a Shoto. Maybe that's what I should try to find at the library today. Stepped into the library and began to make my way over to my favorite spot. Tucked away corner in the library right by a single window. Sometimes I spent the entire day in that corner just reading. I even managed to finish entire books without leaving the library. I look forward to doing something like that again today, but when I got to my favorite spot, I noticed a man was already sitting there. I was surprised because usually this library was pretty empty. But this man, he's familiar. I've met him before. Oh, my apologies. Did I take your seat? Oh, it's you. Mary. Marianta. Yes. That's me. Or, that's right. I remember you. From the funeral, right? Indeed. Do you remember my name? Reginald? That's right. It's a pleasure to see you here. I was hoping I'd run into you again one day. Oh. I hope that doesn't come off weird. Yeah, it came off a little weird, dude. You were just such a pleasant person to be around. You really brought life into that funeral. Ha 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 ha. Oh, really? Thank you, I think. So what brings you to the library today? Maybe she wants to read a book. Oh, well, I didn't really have plans, so I thought I'd just check out a book or something. Likewise. No, you said you were waiting for her. What kind of books were you interested in checking out? I actually here to check out a shoujo manga. Shoujo manga. What's that? Oh, it's like, do you know what a manga is? I have an idea, but I can't say I ever read one myself. Well, it's like one of those. But it usually centers around the romance between two main characters. And sometimes there's like friends or rivals. But I really like the comedy ones. Because you get cute jokes mixed into the romance. But sometimes the drama ones are really cute too. And they can get really intense. And sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not good at explaining things. No worries. I think you did a good job. A shoujo sounds interesting. Perhaps I'll check one out myself. You're weird. I'm trying to be more open to new things after all. Anyway, what are you here to read? Me? I'm reading manslaughter on the... whatever those are, words. Oh, I've been meaning to read that one too. Do you want it then? What? Oh, no, that's okay. Please, take your time. Just, if you wouldn't mind, would you tell me when you're done with it? You know, so I can maybe read it after. I'm fine with that. Though, I've already gotten pretty far in, and I don't think I'll be finished by today. You have a cell phone, yes? That's weird. Would it be alright if I have your number? That way I can notify you as soon as I'm finished. And well, I'd like to try and be friends too, if that's alright. No. No. Oh, really? I mean, yeah, of course. That wasn't my choice. No, why'd you guys exchange numbers? I was shocked he even remembered me. But I considered meeting him again a pleasant surprise. And one I really appreciated. After our exchange, I picked out a Shojin book from one of the sleeves and began to read in one of the other spots in the library. Good. Ended up liking so much, I looked for the other books and bought 2 or 3 home with me to read later. After I came home, had dinner, and cleaned the kitchen up, I began my usual nighttime ritual, a routine. Got changed into my pajamas, brushed my teeth, sat on my bed, and text whoever they are. Hi, it's me again. Are you there? Yes. You're still not going to tell me anything, are you? No. Can I ask you something, even if you won't give me an honest answer anyway? Okay. Are you the Blackwood Butcher? Would I tell you if I was? Are you afraid for their safety? Of course. Why wouldn't I be? I see. Who am I to tell you what you should and shouldn't be afraid of? Your fears are your own to judge. You're way too vague. Why did you even contact me to begin with? I thought you'd like to know about your parents. I'm only trying my best to keep you happy. You think I'm happy? Maybe not now, but you will be. I have to go now. Goodbye. Goodbye. After another frustrating and unsettling night of text messages, I got under the covers and tried my best to sleep. It wasn't easy, and I had a lot of difficulty trying. I don't remember exactly when, but eventually I was able to sleep. Even if not possible. Dad? Yes, sweetheart. Yes? Is something wrong? Mama told me that Uncle Ray died. Did she know? Are we gonna go see him? No. You don't need to worry about that. I don't? But, listen, Mary. Normally when someone passes, you hold a funeral for them, right? Yeah? Thing about funerals, though, is that they're for people who are worth remembering. Ouch. After I got out of bed, I made myself a small breakfast and got changed into my favorite outfit. He's gone, and the bus I take out of town should be arriving any minute now. Yay! Where should I go today? Go to a cafe. Decided to go to a new cafe that opened up. Planet Dollars is a popular cafe chain, but we've never had one in town, or in this town. Well, until now, that is. I've always wanted to go to one, just to try it, Although, I don't actually like coffee. But still, I could at least see what they had, right? When I got to the cafe, it was already packed. I thought since it already had been around for a few weeks, some of the hype surrounding it would have died down. I guess not. But I guess not. Seeing as how noisy and crowded it was, still, at least it was something different from the usual. As I said, I'm not particularly fond of coffee. and since I had a light breakfast anyways, I decided to treat myself with a chocolate muffin, because sweet foods are the best. However, I found myself in a bit of a pinch when I tried to look for some place to sit down. It seemed as though everyone's seat were already taken, and I really didn't want to walk and eat at the same time. Luckily, though, I was able to find an empty seat. Hey, girl my age with the most spectacular eyebrows. Oh, look at that. Was Digility. Oh my god. Working on her laptop with an empty seat across from her. I figured she might be writing an essay for college or something. Coffee shops are popular with people in college, so I hear. Seeing as this was the only seat left, I asked her, "Excuse me, may I see her?" She didn't verbally answer me. Rather, she glanced over at me, rolled her eyes, and nodded to the empty chair. I tried to look apologetic as I sat. "Thank you." No, you gotta ask. "Sorry, can you shut up for a second? I'm trying to concentrate." "Oh, sorry." "Thanks." "So you're interested in what I'm doing?" "Well, yeah, I guess. You seem very focused after all." "As focused as I can be." "What's your name?" "Me? I'm Mary." "Twilight. Nice to meet you. Anyways, I'm working on a report." "A report? Like for school?" "No." "Have you noticed something odd going on in town recently?" "Something odd?" "I'm not surprised if you haven't heard about it. It's like the police are trying to dull suspicions, or just arrest potential suspects so everyone can feel safe." Oh, are you talking about the killing rumors? The Blackwood Butcher, right?" "Don't say it so loud." "But, yes, how did you know?" Well, I've been hearing rumors for a while now. And actually, my uncle died pretty recently. They were, killed." "Really? That's actually pretty. How did they die?" I don't know how. No one really told me, but the circumstances were strange. Like, they didn't die naturally. There was definitely someone else involved. At least that's what I've been told." "Ah, interesting. Maybe you can help me with this report. And, some other stuff." "Oh, I can?" "Yeah. If you're okay with that, of course." "Oh, yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, having a killer around is bad, so if I can help, like, raise awareness or something, like, yes, I'd like to help you." "Thanks. This really put me ahead. I have to go, actually. I'm running late for something. Here, give me your phone number. I'm not entirely sure I need your help, but I'd rather have a way of contacting you just in case." "Oh, yeah, of course." exchanged phone numbers. After she packed up her laptop and was picked up by a car outside. Come to think of it, I didn't actually see her drink any coffee or order any food. I guess maybe she finished before I got there. I don't know why she would choose such a noisy place to work though. After spending my day looking in some nearby stores, I went home pretty tired. I ate leftovers for dinner and yawned more than once as I got changed into pajamas. I plopped myself into bed, pulled out my phone, ready to continue the nightly conversation. You there, right? Of course I am. I don't know why I keep contacting you. I guess I'm just afraid if I don't, you'll disappear or something. It's unlikely. I know you won't tell me where my parents are, but can you at least tell me why you took them? No. Why not? I don't know who could be seeing these messages. You expect me to trust that? You expect me to trust you? Fair point. I really don't see how this works. How am I supposed to trust you? Aren't someone dangerous if you don't give me any information to go off of? Especially when I haven't even heard from my parents. Goodbye, Mary. Sleep well. I feel sick that night as I tried to go to sleep. I tossed and I turned so many times, and yet I was still too tired to get up and try to do something else. I don't remember when, but eventually I was able to fall asleep. I didn't sleep very well, though. I'm not going back out there. You? You saw how they were looking at me. I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe it's better if I don't anymore. Interesting. Oh, sweet. We saved. Make sure we do it. Save. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave this video here. I'm really enjoying this game. Pretty sure we got a few questions about aunt and uncle and mom and dad, cousin, and the creepy guy from the library. But we'll pick this up in the next one. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.